Yeah. Welcome everyone, Sanju G here. Welcome back to the channel where it seems we've hit a very special episode of the Black Clover anime, episode 162. And as a manga reader, and based on what I've been hearing since I've been at work, on the plantation, this is apparently that Dante versus Asta fight. So, yo, I just shouldn't know. I've been waiting on this, honestly, especially when slight spoilers when Yami come in. Yo, it done. This better have sick animation. Granted, Co-Spirit, if you're watching, you did say this episode was amazing. I did listen to your review. Didn't look at much of the imagery just to avoid any spoilers or well, not really spoilers, but visual spoilers. Can I put it like that? Yeah. But anyway, guys, if you're new here and you love Black Clover, be sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 20,000 subs by the end of 2021, hopefully. Of course, leave a like, your thoughts on the episode. I did hear the news regarding the anime ending on episode 170. I'll probably discuss that in a separate video, just by giving my thoughts and all that jazz and blues on it. But anyway, subscribe, all that jazz and blues. Hope you guys have had a great day, and let's get right into it. So, I mean, today after watching Co-Spirit's video, I actually kind of browsed back through the chapters, and it does seem, based on what I'm hearing, that this episode covers about 4 chapters. So yeah, it should be an interesting episode in terms of pacing. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the imagery there that was really good. We hit best girl Vanica. The tongue action. Boom! No, gosh. Yo! Charmy need to go on better. So get out that. But how do they look the same? I don't understand. This is madness. It'd be one thing if after they got married, that she eventually changed her appearance, but no. What? I never actually imagined this battle being like an evening battle. Like, I thought it would be like midday, but I guess with the way how this fight is going to end, I guess it would make more sense that it does end in the night when X and X happens to Yami. Alright, Sita, no. Dante recognize Wayne once. Yeah. Yeah. Clean. Stop it. Calm down. Alright, let's see, let's see. Yo. I'm liking the mix of, you know, Asta's voice and his whole Black Asta voice. It's a nice mix. You can feel the rage in it. That feral rage, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Looking clean. As long as them not bring back that whole episode 63 kind of vibe from the Witch's Forest, then we're good. Yeah, some nice art in this episode, to say the least. Key sense youths. Alright. Yo! Alright, so that was episode 162 of the Black Clover anime, and I must say, it was a pretty faithful and very enjoyable adaptation of chapters. I believe it's what, 238 to about, or no, about 240 to about 2... No, let me tell you. The latter half of 239 to about 242, 243 there in terms of the manga. So yeah, they did adapt a bunch of chapters for this episode. But for the most part, I thought it was wonderfully paced, because in the grand scheme of things as a manga reader, these chapters were kinda like what, 15 to 16 pages. So adapting about 3 to almost 4 chapters, that's usually the sweet spot when it comes on to, you know, adapting chapters to episodes. So in terms of pacing was good. There were a lot of nice art pieces, I'd say, you know, especially that first scene with Dante, and it was kind of panning out to see the shadow of Lucifero. I love that. The animation was good. I didn't really have much problem. At one point I was kind of thinking it was going to turn into the whole what was it, episode 63 when Asta fought forgot his name, my guy there in the Witch's Forest. Got his name. It's been so long. Jesus, peace. But I'm pretty sure most of you know the episode I'm talking about. But I'm glad it didn't turn into that. The things were, for the most part, were consistent. I did enjoy the voice acting performance for this episode too, so I can't complain about that. Especially, or even specifically, the section when Asta's Black Asta kind of lost control there, to say the least. So yeah, I really enjoyed that as well. Voice acting, animation, art, it was a pretty solid episode across the board if you ask me. All those 3 points along with the pacing of the episode. No, they didn't really add anything new, if I'm not mistaken, based on the chapters it adapted, and that's fine, especially given the news that we're gonna be ending the anime at episode 170. I don't think they have any time per se to like add any too much canon filler at this point, especially if they're going to, I would say, do most of the stuff that we see in the opening. They need to get up until chapter 260 something. So these next few episodes are gonna probably feel a bit from decently paced, are paced very well, to very fast paced in terms of the amount of chapters these episodes are going to be adapting. But for the most part, I thought it was a solid episode. I really loved it. especially the visuals. I thought the choice to actually have the fights between Dante and Asta being in the evening to be like a nice setting, because to me, as I said in the reaction section there, I thought it would have been like midday or like, you know, when the sun is up or something, but I think having it in the evening always kind of adds a different aesthetic to it, which is very like, I think it kind of helps to keep me glued to the screen more so than normal. It has the kind of like a different vibe than, you know, some of the previous fights we've seen. You know, we've kind of had some variety of where the fights have taken place over the course of the series, but it is what it is. It's a nice look, if nothing else. But all in all, I enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts and just my reaction in general. Of course, I will be doing as I said, a next video dedicated to just talking about Black Clover anime ending, my thoughts on it, what my expectations are, the works. But anyway, thanks for tuning in again, guys, and respect if you made it this far. Of course, subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz and blues, and I'll see you in the next Black Clover video.